I'm out on the cliff, as per usual, with Toby. There he is. Yep, it's been a lovely warm day today. I even managed to get the Duchess to go out. That in itself is something. It's hard work getting her to leave the house, but yeah, she did today. We only went shopping, but yeah, it's fine. Anyhow, let's have a look round and let's see what we're doing. Well, the sea's very placid and serene. Tide's in. Nothing much is happening. Still light, but as you can see, for sun setting, it's a glorious sunset today. Really nice. One thing we do have round here, really beautiful sunsets. Well, I expected last night to see that troll who claims he's from not Yodel. You know, who claims I'm going to get banned and things like that. Look at that blackbird. There's two of them, so there'll be a mating pair. Yeah, YouTube chat or whatever he said he was. So I blocked him for 24 hours, not yesterday, the day before. So I thought we'd have seen him like yesterday. Hi Caroline, where am I? I'm at a place called Withernsea in East Yorkshire, the UK. We're about 20 miles east of Hull. The sea there is the North Sea. It's very calm. It is very calm and peaceful here. It is a nice place to be. Look at the sunset we're getting. Just look at that. We get these glorious sunsets. Just look at that though. You're in Ayrshire. Ooh. It's a fair way from here. Hi Dave, how are you tonight this evening? Well, I got the Duchess out and then she wanted me to choose my own birthday card. That sunset just gets better every minute. The more you look at it, the better it gets. Not today, Caroline, but tomorrow, Friday, November the 7th. I'm 71. So it's my last day today of being 70. Tomorrow I'll be my 8th decade. And I can still regularly walk 14 or 15 mile in a day. Thanks, Caroline. Will you do that, Dave? Just think, tomorrow I'll be my 8th decade. Not as old as me next door neighbour though. I think she's 90 this time. Her husband died last year, literally months before his 90th birthday. There's our old friend, still here. Yep. I don't do 15 mile every day, but I do a minimum of 12. And I've known it go up to 19. So our old friend is still here. It hasn't gone anywhere yet. Well, you're just a young girl yet, Caroline. You've a long, long, long way to go. You've got your life ahead of you. Hi, Crazy. Yep, it's still there, the 106. I remember when I was 50, 2004. '05, first time I went to India. Me and the old Duchess. I just went brown, but she went as she looked like a lobster. She went red. But we enjoyed it. Well, yeah, that's a fair comment, Caroline. Oh, Dave. Oh, Matt, Crazy, that sounds really good. You know, that, oh, well done. I'm really, really pleased for you. So that is big progress then, isn't it? Hi, Jordan. Yeah, we're back at Withernsea. What on earth was what, Caroline? Go on. Yep. Thanks for the arts. Yeah, we're back at Withernsea. It was a good walk round the other day, weren't it, in Hull? Especially that music shop. Yep, in Faber's car, yep, it's still there, it hasn't moved. Am I an immigrant, Eric? No, but even if I was, would it make any difference? No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's not burnt out or anything. I'll go back to it and I'll show you, Caroline. Toby is here. There he is. Look at that sunset now, right across, silhouetting the houses. There you go, Caroline. There it is. It's even got its wing mirrors. It's literally just been dumped here. Why is anybody's guess. Now that's a sight. I don't think I've ever noticed this before. Look over there, I have a wind farm, and the sun's sort of reflecting off the turbines. That's not my car even. Ah, I'm with you. It's like half a boat. It's supposed to be some sort of like a sculpture. This is what you're thinking of. When they first put it there, about 6 or 7 years ago, it were nice. But over the time, it's just got rotten. Just look at that sun over those houses. Yeah, Toby's brilliant. There he is. Toby, hiya. Well, it's a play field, it's all sorts of things. It's not a sculpture as such. It used to be a fishing boat. And what they did, they cut it in half and embedded it into the ground. This is what you're talking about. The UK, Gary. You can see it's just rotting away now. Where's my Toby? Oh, there you are. Come on then, Tobes. So that's what you were looking at. Yeah. That's right, it's got a bit of a bench. I don't think anybody sits on it. You're going to get splinters in places where you'd perhaps not want them. Ah, you're going, well, this is in Yorkshire, so a long way. This is East Yorkshire, so this is a long way from Wales. There's Toblerone, there he is. And we've got a lot of the dogs here, so I'm gonna, the big pack of them I think. So we're gonna cross over. Looks like they're loading the dogs up. Get them into the car. Hello, love.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
It's always a job that to get the dogs loaded into the car, isn't it? Get them sorted, and you can get yourself sorted. Toblerone, yeah, that's him. You're in Pembrokeshire. Yeah, that's a long way from where I am in Yorkshire. Well, we'll take a walk. We'll go down on the lower prom, which is Seaver Sea. Just look at that. You know, we saw the wind farm a minute ago. Now look, it's disappeared. You got this haze. Yeah, that's right, Toby. We're not going onto the beach. There's your sea coming in. Well, that's amazing, isn't it? The wind farm just literally disappeared in a matter of minutes. It has. The sea is lovely. Yeah, that's not far from Wales, is it, Dave? No, Caroline, you're right. The weather has been amazing. We've not put our central heating on at all since about, I don't know, early March. And we're now in November. And we've not used it. I put it on the other day to make sure that it still worked and it didn't need anything doing to it. And we had it on for a couple of hours, basically for that, just to make sure it still worked. You don't want to be turning it on when it's really cold and finding out it doesn't work. Well, that were it. Yeah. Well, we used to have our bedroom door open. There's only me and my old Duchess what live together. We live in a bungalow. So I don't really like having the window open. We do sometimes, but it's not what I prefer to do. I think the dog scene is up there. I don't know. Who knows, might be, but now we can actually see a little bit of a wind farm. Just a bit, look. Many years ago, when we lived in Burnley, we also had a coal fire. We had a coal fire, and nothing keeps you warm like a coal fire. Oh, he's the boss. He's definitely the boss, is Tobes. If I get in front of him, he does not like it, and he'll dig in, so I have to go back to him. Yeah, that trip around Hull the other day was amazing, weren't it? I've got the books I wanted now, or two of them at least, from the library on the three trawlers that went down in July and August 1968, and the women who campaigned. So I'm waiting for another one to come. Yeah, it's always a littlest, isn't it? Always. Hello. There he is. He's fierce.
He's friendly. He's just really...
I know. I could tell that. You want to play? See you, mate. It's always nice, isn't it, to see dogs play. Yeah, thanks, Caroline. You have a great day too. And yeah, a sausage dog. And we'll see you again on here, Caroline, at some point. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Yeah, little sausage dog, a puppy, weren't it? Lovely. Sky's amazing. And there's a little boss, Tobes. Toby, would you like a treat? Would you like a treat? Thought you might. He likes his treats. Oh, the fish only where that came from. Yeah. I could hear voices, but I couldn't see anything. I thought it must be me, but there's some fishermen down there, so it's them. Come on. No, I don't fish. Captain Kate, it's from a place called Withernsea, which is round about 20 miles east of Hull. Hey, look at that sky. Just amazing, isn't it? Well, East Yorkshire is very much like Holland. We have a massive erosion problem, you know, coastal erosion, and we also it is very, very flat. If you just go across the Humber, you come to a place called New Holland. But it's very, very much like Holland, East Yorkshire. So's Lincolnshire, come to think of it. So I'm thinking next week I'll do my big walk in the Pennines. I won't be taking Toby on that one. But whatever day I'm going to do it, I'll be doing my blog. from probably Burnley. So we'll have a look at Burnley that day. But I'll give you notice before I'm doing it. But my idea is to set off. Well, first of all, get to Burnley, park the car, get the train to Ebden Bridge, try to be in Ebden Bridge for about 9:30, and then 6 hours maximum to get back to Burnley. So I'll probably walk around Burnley and do my vlog. Show you some of the hallowed sites like Turf Moor football club. The town centre and a few other things. Humber is a river captain cake. If you look at the map of East Yorkshire, you'll see it's dominated by the River Humber. Am I close to Kingston? Yes, that's right, Gary. We're about 20 miles east of Kingston upon Hull. So it's cloudy in Zephyr Hills, is it, today, Jack? It's been lovely here. Look at those clouds. Oh. We're going this way. Come on, we go, Toby. The Jack Russell, River Jack Russell started. Yeah, the Humber, it goes from the coast to just before Goole. So it's about 50 miles long or something. And when it splits up into the Ouse and the Trent goes down through Scunthorpe, through Lincolnshire, ends up in Staffordshire. The Ouse goes into North Yorkshire. It goes through York. Yeah, look at that. Well, today we've nearly walked 12 miles. I've done 11.83 miles so far. Just look at the water. The water's gone pink, you know, reflecting the pinkness of the sky. Yeah, sure. You have a good evening, Gary. We've got 14 people with us, so if you're enjoying the video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. You like the brickwork, Jack? Yeah, it's nice, is that? It got very fashionable in the UK in the like 1990s and 2000s. Yeah, the sunset's amazing. What language am I speaking? I'm speaking English. Sound American? Well, I don't think our American friends would agree with that. I've lived all over the UK at some point or other. Originally I'm from Lancashire, or Manchester. I lived in London, the Midlands, Burnley in Lancashire, West Yorkshire and now East Yorkshire. So my accent is like an amalgam of all those different places. Oh, a little fella up here. Come on, Tobes. Hiya, okay.
That's fine.
Come on, we're going to go because his mum's on the phone and we don't want to be earwigging, do we? So come on. Just look at that. This is what he does. If I'm in front of him, he digs in. Come on then. This is what he does. Come on, Toby. You know, by the time we get to the top of the South Prom, it'll be dark. Come on, Toby. There we are, here's the sea. Someone's decided they're going to be awkward. Mad isn't the word for it, crazy. Yeah, he likes having a good sniff. Do you want to be out when it's dark? Or when it's really, really dark? I don't think he cares, to be honest. He says, yeah, it's fine. Some of his friends. Hello.
It's me. He's just realised it's me.
I just realised, didn't he?
Yes.
I didn't realise at first, to be honest. Cleared your
No,
voice.
I like the twin look.
Well, the thing is, we both work at the same place. We both drive out the same yard. But the boss likes it. He gets to go early on a Friday, gets all the best jobs,
Oh.
and he's got the best truck. Me, I get all the crap.
Oh. Oh, you poor dad. So how are you? What have you
I'm
been
good.
up to?
Just doing my walks. Went up to Holland earlier on today. Had a good time on there. Got my duchess out shopping.
How was she? Sure.
She's all right. She fell last week,
Yeah, you said.
but she's pretty much all right now. Yeah, where's Milo and the other one?
We're just going to
Aldi. Ah, so he's at home looking after the house. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't like them fireworks.
I don't blame him.
Last year, yeah. No bother.
This year, it's been
This year.
incessant, hasn't it? It's just been non-stop.
Last night, when we got in last night, it was shaking.
Oh,
But we left him in house on purpose. But they've let him off down our street and they didn't like it.
It was alright until that big bang went off and the window shut. I don't know where the hell they were letting it go.
no, we were in early last night because of fireworks. We won't be out late tonight because of them.
Yeah, we had them out early last night and then we left them in and when they walk out with sold. God,
Yeah.
when we left them in, they're letting them off down our street and it was
We've got this now until Sunday.
Well, yeah, unfortunately. It could be worse. You could be living in West Yorkshire where it goes on right the way to New Year's Eve and beyond. So, well, we count our blessings, I suppose.
That's it.
And I'll let you, see you both later. Take care. They're really nice people then. And they've subscribed to to this and as well. Evening.
Good evening.
And yeah, friends of Toby's, and we've got a couple of dogs who Toby gets on with. So that's always good. Yeah, we are by the seaside, Coco. Yeah, fish. He found a dead fish on the beach one day last week. Yeah, I didn't let him. He sniffed it. I managed to get it away from him. And he found a dead, well, there were about 5 dead seagulls as well. When he was having a sniff at one, I managed to get him away from it. Hey? All right. Yeah. Yeah, we're at a place called Withernsea, Coco. We're about 20 miles east of Hull, and that is the North Sea. So we are literally on the coast itself, and the tide's in now. Plus it's going dark. Oh, Toby. Well, come on then. I don't know. The fish could have been in a storm, I don't know. It could have been caught by a fisherman, just tossed to one side because he didn't want it. I don't know. The birds, what worried me was the bird flu. Last year we had a massive epidemic of bird flu, and I don't think it's gone away. Now, the chances of your dog getting it are very, very small, but it has been known, so I just err on the side of safety. What? He keeps digging in. So I mean, I'm pretty sure the birds, I mean, now and again you'll see a dead bird, but there are about 5 in the space of, I don't know, half a mile. It just seems such a lot. They didn't seem to have been shot or anything like that, or it was just dead. It's the only thing I can think of really is bird flu. That's right, Jack. That is exactly where we are, the back end of beyond. We're not in the sticks, we're beyond the sticks. But it's nice like it is as well. Come on, Toby. Well, we're 12 people with us now. Just like to welcome all the people who've just turned up, who are with us. It's great to have you on board. If you're enjoying the video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Toby wants to have a good sniff. Yeah, that market went a long time ago, before I came to market, before even I came to live here. We've lived here 9 years. We moved in July 2016, and the market, they weren't a Sunday market, but they were a market which was on its last legs. A lot of people say bring the market back, which should be okay, except nowadays with Amazon and eBay and stuff like that, you know, people are don't really use markets anymore. I mean, I can remember like 20 years ago, where I'm at, a place called Withernsea. Okay, Luke, it's about 20 miles east of the city of Kingston upon Hull in the UK. We're on the East Yorkshire coast. And what you see there is the North Sea. Yeah, and it's like everything. I mean, we've got like an Aldi store and a Tesco store. When we first come here, there was a fish shop and a butcher's. That's gone now. I think there was a grocer's as well. But, you know, they can't compete, them little shops, you know, with the big supermarket chains. So they closed down. And if you brought a market back, I don't think it would succeed. Yeah, that's a good idea, Crazy. I'll do that. I think it'll be on its way out now, though. But we'll have a look. We're at the lifeboat station, so we know it's in. But is it about to go out, or is it going to come in more? Am I going to get wet through again with a rogue wave like I did the other week? You remember that? It's on its way out. 4:42 was high water. And what's the time now? Well, it's still coming in, 16:33. We've got another 9 minutes and it'll start to go out. Come on, Tobes. Yeah, the sunset at the bottom of that street. I don't think so, Jack. I think markets are more or less gone. You have got one, I can't think of its name now, the other side of Hornsey. On one of the caravan parks, and I think that does all right. Bloody hell. What do you want to do? Do you want a treat? Would you like a treat? Why I'm giving you one, I don't know. I must be mad with you digging in all the while. Let's just check your coat. Yeah, you're okay. So I think that, I mean, if you go to Leeds, I can remember going to Leeds Market 20 years ago, longer than that even, and Leeds Market on a Saturday, it was absolutely rammed. You couldn't move. There'd be so many people. You know, they had a complete mall, which were nothing but butchers. And whatever you wanted to buy on that market, you could get. Now, last time I went, it was just before we moved over here. And there were, on a Saturday, there were lots and lots of empty stalls. So that had been about 2016. Then there were lots and lots of empty stalls. And the stuff we were selling, they were very, very limited. You know, lots and lots of stalls selling the same things. Vapes. That was one thing I can remember. What? Come on. Hi, Rod. It is a shame. But then again, you've also to think to yourself, Jack, that you know, the councils own the market and they charge an absolute fortune for the stalls. Now, the stall holders can't compete with eBay traders and Amazon Marketplace and places like that. They can't compete in quality or quantity. You know, they haven't got that scope. What they sell, what they buy, they have to sell them, they have to make something on it. What? Look, come on. Just look at that. How's that for a sunset? My God, just look at that. It looks like the sky's on fire, doesn't it? Yeah, Skirlington Market, that's what I'm thinking of. Yes, yeah. Apparently, the owners of Skirlington, of the market itself, they want to expand the caravan site. So there's a lot of opposition, but at the end of the day, it is their land. They can do what they like, can't they? But I do know there's a lot of opposition. We'll have to see how that one develops. But some people say, well, if it closes, it won't be a bad thing. Hello. Oh, come on. They're saying if it closes, you know, they could open the market in Withernsea, but then where would you put it? I think if it closes, then it closes. I don't think there'll be another one. Well, there's a lot of people from West Yorkshire that live over here. A lot of people have retired. Well, there's a bike coming down, so it's going to get little fella close to me. Cheers, mate. That is a wonderful sunset. Hi Sylvia, you're from Palermo in Italy, I get that. No, they don't really travel about here in the UK, to be honest, Jack. You know, it doesn't happen. What tends to happen though? Your flea market will be on like on a Wednesday afternoon or something like that. But they're usually in cities and towns. But that's the thing. The council charges that much money for the traders. We can't afford to do it. Yeah, and Jack Flash, yep. There is a lot of people who moved over here from West Yorkshire, especially people like me who've retired. I lived in Elland directly before we moved over here. Before that we lived in Burnley in Lancashire, which is just over the border from West Yorkshire. A lot of West Yorkshire people had come here when they were kids with a mum and dad or the grandparents. So of course they get old, the kids have grown up, they sell up and they move over here. It's what we did. The kids were off our hands, all settled with partners, doing their own thing. So we decided to sell up and buy a bungalow, which I'm glad we did. I know it's a long way from the kids, but I'm glad we did. Where else could I get a life like I have now, for one thing? But mainly the old Duchess, she has real mobility issues and now everything's on one level. If we'd have wanted to have got a bungalow in West Yorkshire, God, we couldn't have afforded it. Or we probably could have done, but we'd have had nothing left. It sounds like you got some jets up there. Yeah, diggers and comforts and diggers. Comfort day and stay. Just look at that. What you can hear are probably the RAF jets on the way back to Waddington or one of the other bases in Lincolnshire, which for me is only about 5-minute flying time for them. Your mum had a booth selling her crochet. Oh, yeah, the sunset's amazing, isn't it? That's the last embers of the day, last glowing embers. It's just amazing. I mean, you look over here, you can see how dark it's gone. It was still light when we were on the cliff, weren't it? And then it was still light when we were walking up the prom, the south, you know, the north prom. And now, by the time we get to the two towers, it'll be dark. Hiya. Hiya, Jack. You're pretty local to me. You like Withernsea. I like Withernsea. It's a nice place to live. People are nice, people are friendly, and they're not stressed out. Like, you go to West Yorkshire, it was the same for all of us. Get up in the morning, have a cup of tea, a bit of scram, take the dog, get back home, pick your work stuff up, throw it in the car, drive to work. And we're all doing it within half an hour. We've all left our street and we're all going to wherever we work, in Leeds, Bradford, Manchester, wherever. Do your day at work, then the commute home, then you might have stuff to do at home, walk the dog, have your tea, finish off what you're doing, time for bed. And you're literally counting minutes all the while. And that's how it was for everybody, for me, but for everybody else who I knew as well. You've got a family to feed, you've got a mortgage to pay, a car loan, and you come here and people are just, you know, you just get on with your life. Then things are no longer a worry. They're not like at the front of your mind. So people are happy. Just look at that. I don't know, just look at that. It's just amazing, isn't it? Hang on. Go on, you're alright. Just look at that. That is amazing. Toby, you're a swine. Yeah, I might use that later on. Yeah, to me I am. I love it. You know, I hear people bad mouth with. You know, I hear people bad mouth the place. Blimpies, I don't know that place, Jack. God, look at that. I mean, lots of people bad mouth the place. It's this, it's that, there's no jobs. You know, and it's, but then it's up to them to go out and find something, to do something. We lived in Burnley back in the 1980s. Christ almighty. You talk about no jobs. I went into work one morning and the place I worked, it was locked up. Big note on the door. The firm had gone bankrupt. And that's how it was. God, look at that now. Well, we did this last night, so I'm not going to do it tonight, but look at that. Well, I saw sunsets on the Arabian when I lived in India. I saw sunsets at Cochin on the Arabian Sea, and that was just amazing. Really was. You sat there having something to eat, just looking out at the sea, and you're watching the sun go down, and the sunsets we were getting there were just awesome. No, I've not come across them. Are you thinking of Wimpers? I can remember Wimpers back in the 70s. You get an hamburger and things like that, and like a precursor to them. They're a bit like McDonald's, but they had waitresses and stuff like that working there. And it just really, yeah, there we go, we can see a bit more sunset. Well, we've got 27 people with us at the moment. I'd just like to welcome everybody who's just turned up. If you're enjoying the video, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. Hey! This way. Toby, we're going to have a go at somebody. Come on, it's over now. I love you. Yeah. So I think you're thinking of Wimpers. Oh, mate. Ah, Little Chef. Yep. Well, we sort of knew things weren't right good, but we didn't really know things were, I don't think the managers knew things were quite as bad as they were. We all knew things were happening, but we would never have expected to have gone into work one day and the place was locked up. I mean, back in them days we didn't have mobile phones. If you wanted, I mean, I'm going back to about 1980. If you wanted a telephone, you had to apply for it, you had to wait for it to be connected. So you couldn't phone your mate and say, guess what, I've just been sent home, we're shutting the place down. You couldn't do that. We just went into work on the morning shift for 6 o'clock and the place was all locked up. There's a big note on the door saying we were closed. We just didn't know what were happening. That was it. Yeah, I think so. You're probably right. Yeah, Little Chef. They used to have a lot of them just off motorways, not on the motorway, but just kind of off it, at a junction. Yeah, so that was it in the 1980s, and it didn't just happen. That's what happened to us. But within the next like 6 months, lots and lots and lots of jobs went, especially in the textile industry, which I worked in. The jobs just disappeared. Mills closed down, and there were just no jobs. I wound up working in Manchester at Marks and Spencer's. Hey, it was a job. Oh, look at that sunset now. Yeah, I got into work, and eventually I was able to take a degree part-time, and I got into teaching. Moved out of Burnley, moved into West Yorkshire. Gave myself a future, the old Duchess a future, my two, my kids. Oh, a bit of deafness, I take it. Selective hearing. Come on, good boy. You're a very good boy, Toby. Hi again. You're off home.
Yeah.
So are we, before the fireworks start. Yeah, I can remember my dad's telephone number. When his work we didn't have a phone, but I knew his work telephone number. Stockport 5484, and that was in the days before STD, standard dialing. Don't stay there, stay. It's all right, mate, don't worry. Good boy. Yes. Yeah. What used to be what I was told was the old council tip, as you're going over to the cliff, that one, Jack, you go to the bottom of the promenade, the north promenade, and then you've got a field, and that, from what I understand, was the old tip. And there's all sorts of crap what comes out of it, household rubbish. Well, folks, look how dark it is now. We've still got a little bit, a few dying embers over there, look. You can see it better than me. I can just see a vague red reflection. You remember when we were walking down the promenade earlier, we could see the sun reflecting off of wind turbines, and then they disappeared into that red haze. And now all we've got left of the day is that marvellous sunset. Oh, Dave, well, yeah. I wouldn't be knowing about such things. Living with the Duchess for the last 45 years, I've had a very cloistered existence. Hi, Dwayne. How are you tonight? There's Toby. And we're showing me who were boss earlier on. Digging in. It's always his time. God, we got 32 people with us now. Just like to say good evening to everybody. Hope you're enjoying the video. Yeah, it's bike night tonight. There's hardly anybody here. £5 I think. Yeah, not many bikes. Now you think what it was like a few weeks ago, all the way along here. Lots and lots and lots of bikes. "49 Richmond Street." Ah. I'm trying to think where Richmond Street is. I mean, just think £5 and it's now completely dark. Yeah, it is, Dwayne. Yeah, absolutely. This is it. It is dark now, completely dark here. You have a little bit of a sunset left, but essentially we're dark. All the street lights are on. Yeah, eventually it'll start getting dark by about £4. Eventually I'll be going on my blog at about 2:45, well, 4:45, when it'll be really dark. Well, we'll walk through the Valley Garden. Evening. We have lots of events here in the summer. We have something called Withernsea. We have lots of groups, bands, music. Here's your stage for it. And it's quite good actually. It goes on like for a weekend and it draws a lot of people in. So it's quite good. Yeah, it gets the holiday season off with a big bang. So it's good for the town. No, I don't think so, mate. I've got the dog with me though. Oh no, I don't want any fireworks. We had enough of them last night. Was it poor Toby? It was just too much for him. It sounded like they were going, some of them, it sounded like they were going off in our back garden. They weren't, but it sounded like it. Just awful. I'm not a great lover of them anyway. I never have been. But Toby was just, I mean, our other dog who we lost in July, Charlie, he weren't faced by them. He couldn't care less about them. They were all right with them. Really? Yeah, that'll be it. You'll be quite a way south than what we are, Jack. Tennessee, I don't know. You'd be probably on a par with southern France, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look at an atlas to work that out, or a globe, preferably. Well, even the Game King, a lot of that's now shut up. Toby, come on. Well, this is as good as it gets now. The rest of it's all locked down. Yeah, so half of it's locked down, half of it still in use. Yeah, we still put the clocks back an hour over here as well, Jack. Huh. No, not really. It's fine with people. It's fine with other dogs. Or most of the dogs. But if any dog is aggressive to it, he detects the smallest sign of aggression and he wants a punch up. No, he's a good lad, Toby. He is a good dog. The grandkids love him, and he loves them. I certainly wouldn't have a savage dog anywhere near my grandkids. A lot of traffic on the road. And the pub seemed quite busy in there. Well, we'll have walked 14 miles today, me and Toby.
It's 49 days tomorrow till Christmas.
Well, did you hear that, guys? 49 days tomorrow, well, Christmas. That lady just said so. I just picked that up. 49 days. God, hasn't it crept up on us? Well, that's true, Dave, because I can remember one year, I don't know, I think it was 1973, and they didn't do it. And it was still like, in Scotland, it was still dark at 9 o'clock. Yeah, look at that, the sunset there, the remains of it. Yeah, Dwayne, that was Hull, Kingston upon Hull. That was amazing, weren't it, that walk round on the Hessel Road. That was absolutely amazing. Some of the things we saw on that, you know, I'd just gone to scope the place out because I'm going to do a video on it. And I wanted to know, to get my bearings and to get the feel of the place. It was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that. I know everybody else did too. People just stayed and watched, didn't they? So much history to that place. And so many interesting things. I'm going to do some more stuff on Hull. Yeah, it was amazing, that, Dwayne. It really was. Well, folk, there's a lighthouse up there, but we can't really see it. We can see the old lighthouse. It doesn't work anymore, but we can kind of see it. There we are. Well, guys, it does. That's one good thing about England. All right. You're about 5 then, were you? So you're a bit younger than me. Right, guys. Well, I'm home now. Thank you for your company, everybody. It's been amazing. Another amazing walk. Another amazing chat. Yeah, I like Lincoln. I've always been very partial to Lincoln, Steve. I just want to say to everybody, thank you very much for your company tonight. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed it. And I shall see you again on the next one. But thanks everybody who's liked, shared, commented and subscribed. So it's from me and from Toby. Here, Toby. Just want to say good night to everybody. I shall see you on the next one.